Hi, this is Rock and Robbie SF from the ECF forums, a store on YouTube, and today I'm going to be looking at the Ego C Twist. Now, I got my twist from Cignot.com, C-I-G-N-O-T. And when I ordered it, they only had the 650 mAh battery. And if I would have waited a week, I could have gotten the 1000 mAh battery. And as of right now, they look like they're in stock. The 1000 mAh is $31. The 650 mAh is $27. I'm going to go ahead and get two of the 1000 mAh. I wish I waited a week, but I was excited when I saw them for sale. Other places are selling them. I know Clouds of Vapor had them, but they sold out like that from the for the 1000 mAh. Stormy Vapors also has them. I'm sure other places are going to start carrying them. And since they're just released, you may have an issue finding them for sale. But like I said, Cignot right now has them in stock, 1000 mAh. And you can get them two types, either the black, which is the has that sort of rubberized black feel to it, and they have stainless steel. So first, let's take a closer look at the Twist. Okay, so here's a closer look at the Ego C, the Ego C Twist. As you can see, it is this one's 650 milliamp hours. It has the threaded cone, so you can put things like the Stardust on it. Fits nicely, or the Kryptonite, or the Phoenix 3 milliliter. Now, I've never had an Ego before, so comparing it to the Kago, 1100 milliamp hour Kago, you can see they're the exact same size. So when the larger milliamp hour Kago comes out, they're probably going to be about this big. So they're going to be quite a bit of a big PV. That doesn't bother me so much. What I don't really like about the Egos, and again I've never had one before so I didn't notice the difference, are the, let's close up, are the buttons. The Kago has sort of a soft silicone button that I really like the feel of. The Kago has sort of a hard plastic button that is kind of indented on the inside. I much prefer the Kago button. That's sort of small potatoes. The Ego also has their band at the top recessed in, and the Kago doesn't. It's just sort of smooth. But minor differences. The only big thing for me is I prefer the Kago button. But we're looking at the Ego Twist. Now, the big part of the Ego Twist is, of course, the twist, which is at the end of the device. And hope you can read this. It reads from left to right rather than from right to left. So I think that's sort of a cultural thing. If it's it was designed by Asian engineers, they might have thought that that they read from right to left rather than left to right. But again, that's pretty minor. What's not so minor is how tiny the writing is on this little small portion that you twist. If you have good eyesight, that's probably not an issue. I don't have good eyesight, so I have a hard time reading these numbers. So let's start all the way at this end, which is 3.2. There's little notches or marks for every 2 volts, and this white dot has the marks where the volts are. So you got 3.2, 3.4, all the way up to a 4.0, which is written out. And then from the 4.0, 4.2, 4.4, 4.6, 4.8, it's as high as it goes. So that's basically the close-up look of the twist. Zoom out a little bit. There's not much more to say about it. You do need, since I do not have an Ego device, you do need to get the Ego charger, which plugs into a USB port. And otherwise, it's a fairly simple device. And I have to say, this is really easy to twist. If you have a Provari or other devices that use buttons, twisting it is a cinch to sort of find your sweet spot. You just twist away, and it's really easy to use. I would like to see this maybe have the twisting part have a lip that goes up over it so we can have larger numbers to read, but that's a minor issue. And finally, it does have the 5-button on and off feature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's off. It won't fire. And then 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it flashes on. And that's a close-up of the Ego C twist. Now, since I've gotten the twist and I've gotten used to this button, I have to say that this is really easy to change the dial, to dial it to different mah. I kind of wish there's a way to lock it at a certain setting that you like, but I haven't had any issues with it turning when I don't want it to, so maybe that's a non-issue. But what I will say is how easy it is to change volts. I mean, if you're used to doing the buttons and that type of thing, the twisting mechanism is just really easy to do. Okay, right now I have it on its lowest setting. This is a 2.4 ohm, tested it on the Provari Stardust, and at the lowest setting, which is a 3.3 or 3.2, it's okay. Dial it up a little bit. Better, let's do a little bit more. Better, doing a little bit more. It's about good. And it's hard to, like I said, it's hard to read this. Tell it all the way. It's 4.8. Actually not bad at 4.8. And then dial it down just a little bit. And it's about 4.3, 4.4. But as you can see, it is just really easy just to play around with the voltage. And I like the size of it. I like how to carry it around. And the 650 mAh, I started a fresh battery at noon exactly, and it died at 5:45. So almost 6 hours. And my rule of thumb is for every 100 mAh, about an hour of life. Now what I don't know about this, and what I've been trying to, I've asked a couple vendors, is what's the amp limit on this? Because if you have a dual coil tank, you probably want to bump it up past 2.5 amps. and no one seems to know. I don't have a reader that can read under load, but if you do, and they always seem to be sold out. I've looked at a couple places, and since I'm doing reviews, I thought maybe it would be nice to have them. But whether they're accurate or not, the way you can figure out the amp is when the volts start plateauing, then you know that you've hit the amp limit, and then there's like a ton of calculators on the internet that you could figure out from the volts and the resistance what the amperage is. And this is a regulated device. Coscon, I believe, is that his name? Yeah, Coscon. I linked this before on my wish list mod, but he had a reader. He wasn't doing dual coils, but he had a reader, and he was finding out that these are nicely regulated, that if you set it to 4.8, under load is 4.8. So this is a terrific device. I really love this, and that's why I'm ordering 2 more of the 1000 mAh. I know on the Ego site they said they're going to have a 900 mAh as well, but I've never seen that, and if you're going to get the 900, you might as well get the 1000. This is the 650 again. I love this. Is probably going to be my main device. This device is for people that like the voltages between like 4.0 and 4.5 and maybe like to adjust it up or down just a few volts either way. If you're really into like the 5 volt and 6 volt really high volts, this of course is not going to be for you, but this is definitely for me. That 4.0, 4.5, that type of range is perfect for me. So this is, you know, 2 thumbs up, 3 thumbs up. This is a big win for me, and if this is something you're looking for, check it out. Live long and vape.